So I get a text at 2:30 this morning.
That's never a good sign.
Well, I don't know. Is it
well
good?
For you? It's people.
Is it good or is it bad? Here's the text that I got at 2:30 this morning.
Well, because of what went down yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
12 years, $315 million. Carlos going to the New York Mets.
Has it been reported?
It is. It is.
Well,
it broke about. I got it at 2:30.
That's what I'm saying.
It broke about 2:45.
Yeah.
Yeah. It broke about 2:45.
Hard to break at that time too.
Yeah. No, John Heyman. I had it before he did. I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I didn't see it until I woke up this morning. But the Giants had an issue with Carlos's medicals, and he is now a New York Met.
Remind me what the length of service was on there. Is 13?
12.
12.
Well, to the Mets? 12, 3,
No,
Giants.
Oh,
14.
It was 14.
Yeah, it was 14.
I mean, that's why a 14-year deal with a guy with and I'm sure it was back, is what was the flag, I'm sure, for their physical. Because he failed their physical yesterday, and I was like, oh, my God.
Well, they had a difference of opinion on his physical. It might have been buyer's remorse for the Giants. Might have been like there was so much backlash.
It might have been, but you still have to check. Still have to check that back because that has been an issue in the past.
They had a press conference already, and then they went, no, you know what?
Yeah,
but the report was a difference of opinion.
I'll bet you it was a real concern about the back because we heard that from Buster Olney that he didn't think that Carlos was going to get what he wanted in the year before in free agency because there was medical concerns. And
I wouldn't give Carlos a 14-year deal.
No.
He's
got, I mean, very few players would I.
Yeah.
But the fact that, the fact that Carlos has had back issues, that's always a concern.
Yep.
That's always a concern.
It's a real concern.
They've cut it now to 12 years, which is something.
And it's now average 26,250,000 a year as opposed to 26.9. It's down just a hair of what it was. It is now Carlos can still, because what he wanted over 3, but he wanted more than Lindor and Seager. But those two deals were 340 and 341 and 342, whatever the case may be, whatever those two were. And he didn't get there, but he did. He can't always say, I did. I got there with the Giants. I got 350. So you know what? I did. I beat both of you guys. Now it turns out he's at 315 with the Mets. Whatever. He's playing third base. He ain't playing.
I could just imagine the trash talk. Yeah, with your broke ass back. That broke ass back made you
that broke ass contract with 315.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
Don't talk to me with that poverty ass contract. You're broke ass back. Okay, well, talk to me when you have a Gold Glove. Hold on, Jeremy Pena, come here. I got somebody on the phone for you, Carlos. Hold on, somebody wants to talk to you. It's Pena.
Well, I got a platinum. Has he got one of them? He ain't got one of them, does he? I got me a platinum. Okay, you can have them broke ass a Gold Glove because I got me a platinum.
Yeah, look at your rookie contract. Sorry ass rookie contract.
Anyway, he's gonna play third. Lindor at short. Verlander and Scherzer. The Mets are starting to shape up now. Not only are they shaping up, but man, oh man, are they spending some money? They were already $75 million over the cap, or they were going to spend $75 million in luxury taxes. Steve Cohen don't care. He just don't care.
I wonder if he'll
Plus, you're losing draft picks. You lose draft pick position.
That's why I wonder if he'll make any moves to offload some salary, trade veteran, trade some contracts for prospects.
I don't think
so.
He's going for it. And you know what? They might even. I mean, they signed Nimmo. They might even sign Conforto. You don't know. This guy, he don't care. He's got.
Man, it is a risky proposition. Yeah. Like you really need to win a World Series.
Yeah, you really. Well, you got Scherzer.
Because Verlander and Scherzer are older pitchers.
These next 2 years, you got to win.
Yeah, it's your 2-year window.
Yeah, you got a 2-year window. But Carlos, as opposed to going that janky San Francisco, is now going to janky New York. For those of you just waking up and hadn't heard, they did. There was a really short. San Francisco Giant media alert. The press conference has been postponed. That's it. That's all it said. Press conference has been postponed, and then it turns out that when I saw that yesterday, I was like, well, they're just probably it's probably just formalities.
My wife and I, we were going to pick something up, and as we're getting in the car, my son Alec was moving my wife's car back, and then I was going to pull my car out of the driveway. And as he's getting in, all my kids have like every sports alert you can imagine on their phone, every notification. They know everything before me. I'm not going to have me nonstop. I'm not having that. And Alec goes, Dad, he failed his physical. Carlos Correa's not with the Giants anymore. I'm like, what? He goes, they canceled the press conference.
Well,
and all I could think of was, oh my gosh,
well,
what is going to happen?
It was postponed. I thought, well, maybe they'll just work it out, or they didn't get something back, or whatever the case may be, that it's still going to happen. Actually, it's probably a win for Carlos. 350 in California versus 315 in New York.
Ooh.
Although New York is bad. It's really bad. But
my
California
dad
might
lived
be the
in
worst.
New York State when he was one year. He coached for the Buffalo Bills, and he's like, you can't believe the township taxes. Like they hit you with taxes you've never heard of.
Right.
He said it was unbelievable.
But you got to live so far away in San Francisco now. You got to be away in any house that you buy there.
No, it's not that bad. Well, first of all, he's making so much money that he doesn't have to. You have to. I have to. But Carlos wouldn't have to.
No. I heard
family,
he heard from guys on the team. No, you got to move over to here.
I think for family, you really. Yeah, I think for family, you get away from there. But it's not. When I was looking at moving there, it's 30 minutes away. I mean, it's not that bad. It'd be like we're living in Pearland, or maybe even less than that. It's not that bad. Because I was going to do a morning radio show there. I was going to move there, and I saw where it was. Now the microclimate means it's actually hotter. Like things that I was looking at. It gets hotter. Also, it's not as hazy and foggy and stuff like that. But I don't know. If Carlos is gonna, I think his money will go shorter in New York because he'll probably live in Manhattan, and that's gonna beat the brakes off.
Oh,
of him.
maybe not. Again, they'd probably go to Connecticut
or Long Island.
Yeah, well, one of the two. Yeah, there are a lot of guys living in Connecticut and moved and
yeah, you could. It's shorter going. It's shorter Long Island.
Although it's a pain in the ass. There's nowhere that's really good.
No, he's gonna have to. The travel's gonna be worse. Trust me,
worse.
the travel's gonna be worse in New York.
Well, and that's gonna play a role in his back too. Sitting in the car as much as he's going to have to.
Yeah.
To get to and fro. That's an extra whatever on every day that you're going to have to do. But I ain't worried about Carlos and his money. He's going to be just fine wherever he moves. Listen, this is a big move. The Mets are going for it, and the Mets are going to be a pretty good baseball team. It'll be interesting to see what happens with now Carlos Correa at third. I'm not assuming because I had heard. I said to the Mets with Lindor when I first heard Mets. Lindor, he goes, he's moving to third. He's going to third.
Yeah, that's a brand new position. This is a lot of. This move to the Mets has there's a lot of consequences potentially. I mean, there are some. I think it's going to be worse financially. I think it's going to be worse travel wise. I mean, that's irrelevant to us, to every fan. No one else cares about it. I'm just saying, he does have a back thing. What I find interesting in this is on ESPN it says source Correa changes course, agrees with Mets. If the Giants had failed him really for a physical, it's important if you're Scott Boras to get ahead of it and make this with the Mets so they don't have leverage, because then all of a sudden the Mets can have leverage. You have to contact the Mets and say, hey, we're having a difference of opinion. We're going to try to work this through. But Mets, if you want to get in, Carlos is receptive. What you do is you maintain your leverage that this is Carlos's choice. It's not, this isn't failed physical. This is Carlos's choice to potentially go to you, Mets, and that way you maintain some leverage, although something tells me that you don't have to have leverage against Cohen. He'll bid against himself. But, that's a big deal. That's a big swinger there to go from Giants to Mets because a strong team just got stronger.
Yep.
So interesting to keep an eye on. Franco Harris, Hall of Famer, has died this morning at the age of 72. He was a really great running back in Pittsburgh. And what's interesting is during the